Good Tuesday, or no, it's not Tuesday. Good Wednesday evening, everyone. Wow. Tells you the fucking passage of time, doesn't it? Good Wednesday evening, everyone. This is Tony, and we are back for another exciting episode of Game-O-Rama UNCUT. And today we are playing Super Mario Bros. CD once again. Now, I know that a lot of you are probably sitting there saying, you're going, wait, didn't you play this already? And it's like, yeah, but in fairness, this is a new version of the demo that dropped. This came out, I think, early 2025, and I really wanted to get around to doing this. So I've been sitting on this for maybe about a month or two, wanting to do this video. And here we are. We're going to fucking do it. Of course, if you remember, the last time we covered Super Mario Bros. CD, it was the ending of Session 9. And here we are in the premiere of Session 11. Doing it all again. So, let's get started. So as you can see, we have 5 levels to go through. 2 of them we did before. Grassland and Beach were from the last demo, but they've been slightly updated from what I've come to understand. So we're going to start with Grassland here. And yeah, there you go. New HUD. New, what's the word I'm looking for? New, fuck, I can't think of the word. I want to say new interface. Yeah, new interface? Is that that's probably the word I'm looking for. What is the word? Is it the bird? It's the bird is the word. Anyway, fuck. Fuck you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of you are probably going, wow, it took you 6 months to fucking make new episodes. What the hell happened? Work happened. I've been really busy with work and shit. And and you know, because I'm working full time, you know, I have a very particular interesting shift at the airport where I work at. My shift is pretty much, you're here from this point in the day till when the last flight goes around, or when your last flight goes around, depending on the situation. If you are the closer, and there's a flight that's delayed, you are the fucking one that is stuck there until that flight leaves. Come hell or high water. So I've had nights when I literally would not get out of work till like 11:30 at night. And those are the nights I kind of dread the most, because by the time I get home, I'm like, I really don't feel like cooking. I don't feel like, you know, doing videos. Like, I don't end up feeling like doing like shit. And I end up just like ordering out and fucking laying down and just being like, well, I'm just gonna fucking, you know, I'll get some McDonald's. I'll fucking sit on the chair, and by the time, you know, fucking... By the time, you know, midnight, 1 a.m. comes around, it would be like, oh, you were only home for 2 hours. No shit. So, that, you know, I've had nights like that. But then again, there's also been nights where it's like, oh, it's relatively easy, no delays. And I could just fucking be home by like 7, 8 o'clock. And those are the nights where it's like, okay, I definitely should have been working on videos, and it's like, I just don't feel like doing it. You know, for people who don't know, this is actually our second recording of this episode. We did one that we did where it was as we were playing live, and what happened was, because the gameplay when we were doing the actual recording was kind of being a little jittery and slowing down, our audio ended up longer than our video. Because by the time we went back and edited all the video in, it ended up only being like 37 minutes of video. And audio-wise, it ended up being, it ended up being like 40 minutes, and it's like, what the fuck? And I'm like trying to look through, like, is there like shit we can cut? And it's like, no. It's like, well, shit, we're kind of stuck in a weird position, aren't we? Yeah, we're stuck in a position where it's like, the audio and the video, you know, are in sync, but not in sync at the same time. So, new enemies also, by the way, as you can see in the game. Those little chestnut-looking Goombas, those ones, you can sit on them, but you can't destroy them. which I thought was pretty fucking weird. So, what do I know, right? This is weird. Anyway, fuck, what was I going on about? Oh yeah, work. it's like, what was he talking about? I don't remember anymore. Yeah, see, like, I can stand on them, but I can't destroy them, which is weird. So, it's a weird enemy. Yeah, fuck. But yeah, it was just like, I get home, at a reasonable time sometimes and be like, do you want to get videos on? It's like, look at the clock, just fucking sit down and think, okay, just give me like 5 minutes to sit. And 5 minutes to sit just winds up being, man, I'm so fucking tired. And new exits. That's your exit. Alright, so we did Grassland. And we're going to move on to the underground. Let's get to the underground, people. I don't know when the full game is set to drop. I think they said sometime in the fall or sometime in the winter, from what I remember. I can't slide down either. That's the weird thing too. Like, if I press down, I don't slide down. I just kind of like crouch. I kind of wish something like that would be fixed in either the next demo or when the full game drops. But I mean, this is fun regardless. But yeah, I've had nights when I literally would come home and I'm like, well, I'm home in a reasonable time. Why can't we work on a bit? And it's like, no, I don't feel like doing it. It's those nights where it's like, yeah, I don't feel like doing it. And the other reason, like, it took a while to come back was because the Elgato was kind of being a little weird when it came to like live streaming. We actually debated on bringing back live streaming. And if you're wondering why we went from like episode 507 to 514, it's because we did like 6 live stream videos, test live streams again. And for a while I was being like, do these count? Do these not count? It's like, no, they count. Session zeros, anything to go by, these fucking count. So we made them count, and that's why there's like a weird like 6 additional episodes jump, But anyway, point being that like we debated on doing live again, and it just, the live streams would kind of work up until like usually an hour in, and then it would just start to go, haha, I'm gonna start glitching on you. Like, the Famicom was maybe the one where I was able to get away with like almost 2 hours of Famicom streaming, which was weird, but like I kind of got why. With that being said, I'm hoping with this session and the following sessions we're gonna kind of do more and less at the same time. So, shit. Fuck me. You're probably wondering, like, what the fuck do I mean by that? So I've kind of made a conscious decision when I was going through like how we were going to do the recording for this session. I made the conscious decision, like, look, like, there might be nights where work will take a shitload out on me, and I'm not going to feel it. So, and if those are nights where we're like, oh, we got to get fucking more videos done, it's probably going to be one of those things where it's like, I'm not doing it, but we need to get something out. So, point being that I decided consciously that, starting this session, we're going to make the concerted effort to have our sessions be shorter. So we're not going to do like 60, 70 episodes. I know it's a weird thing to say, but like, hear me out on what my reasoning is for this. It's because, actually there is no reason. Well, okay, I do have one. It's because, A, it's because of work, and B, it's because there are just nights when I just realize I don't have much to talk about. So, the idea subconsciously was, we're going to do 30 episodes, and these 30 episodes are going to be 10 episodes a month for 3 months. That's kind of the idea, or something similar to the case of being 4 episodes 1 week, and then we take a week off, 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. So there would be like 8 episodes a month, and that way it kind of stretches for like 3.5 months. If that makes any sense. Like this session right now that we're in, session 11, is going to run from end of May to start of August. Like start of August, maybe mid-August. And then we'll take like a month off in September and come back in I lost my my train of thought for a second. And then we'll be back in like October. It's shit. That's kind of the idea I'm going with right now. Is we're gonna be like, all right, we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do that, and the other reason we're doing like 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off is also so we can get thumbnails done. Because I got a bunch of thumbnails done for videos that I had planned to do, but I had a kind of a change of mind on how I was gonna do it, and I was just like, you know what? I need more time for these videos to cook before I like even want to tackle them. So that was kind of the other reason for that, at least. But I figured like 30 episodes was reasonable enough. It's not going to be, you know, as great as like 70, but it's also not going to be as less as like 22 or, you know, 6. So, plus, you know, there might be some sessions where we might not do 30, or we might do 32 or 34, or we could end up doing, you know, 40. So, it's not to say that like 30 is like the stand down, grounded number, like, oh, we're going to do 30 episodes. It's like, no, we're going to do 30, but adjacent, we could do 40, we could do, you know, more, we could do less. It, you know, depends on how, you know, situation goes. So that's kind of at least my subconscious thinking on that. God, what was it? I had something else I was gonna say, and I just literally forgot about it. I had to run off and take care of something quickly. What was I gonna do? Or what was I gonna say? Fuck, my brain. My brain hates me. But no, like in my mind, the idea is that 30 is kind of the base number now. 30 is the base number. We could go higher, we could go lower. Depends on how the, you know, situation goes. Shit. I guess with that said, let's just kind of leave it at that. Tony, is there anything fun you want to talk about? No, it's like, is it all business? Yeah, it's gonna be all business. I've been in the middle of... I'm in the middle of trying... fuck, I'm getting hiccups. I've been in the middle of trying to get Game-O-Rama back in production. We have a holdover episode that I've held on to now for... God, has it been 3 years? So I had to kind of get some rewrites in, and I'm trying to figure out, like, how I'm gonna make that work, and fuck, my brain's just like, hey man, I'm gonna sabotage you right now, and I'm just like, no, don't fucking sabotage me. Too late, I'm sabotaging you. I have to sabotage you, man, there's no other way I could do it. No, I've been working on... Oh, that's the end of that. That was the end of Underground. I forgot that was where the ending was. Like, really? I feel like there should have been more to that, but I guess there isn't. So... alright. Like, it's one of those things where you're just like, I figured there was more, and it's like, I guess there ain't. I guess you fucked up. Okay, where are they going? Shit. No, I'm trying to... So I went back to the old episode I found in the script for the holdover. And I'm rewriting everything. And, or I'm not rewriting everything. I'm adding in additional pieces of information that I've been meaning to put in there. Because, well, surprise and surprise, you know, here's the thing. Here's the thing, you know, time, you know, a lot of stuff happens over the course of time. So, when I wrote that script, you know, there were certain things that, like, hadn't happened yet, or certain, you know, games that hadn't released, or certain games that hadn't gotten ported over, so I was like, yeah, I should probably update this, because if I write it now and then I just go, because if I, like, record, you know, keep everything as it is and just go through the editing process and look for all the footage I needed, like, I would just be like, yeah, this episode's now outdated. Fuck. So I kind of made that subconscious effort to be like, okay, fuck. I'm like, okay, we're going to go back and we're gonna rewrite some portions of this video because they need to be rewritten. And that was pretty much like my only like clarion call was like some shit needs to be rewritten here. Shit. So I was like, all right, we gotta go back, add some more information, rewrite some stuff. I think I wrote originally like my number one choice like hadn't had a Switch, port yet. And it's like, well, between the time, I wrote this and the time, it's probably gonna go up. It's like, I did get a Switch port, dumbass. Oh, that's right. Hey, they did remakes for this game, they don't think they're gonna touch it anymore. No, they just did a new game. They just did the fourth game in the series. Oh, damn it. Why didn't they just remake the third one? Oh, I don't know. Stuff like that, So, anyway. Anyway, outside of that, has Tony been doing anything else? Well, I mean, I've been slowly building more of the collection around. Building up more of the collection. I'm subconscious on how... I gotta stop using the word subconscious. I'm consciously trying to figure out how I want to describe anything. But I've been slowly, working on building the collection up. We're now nearing the 1,500 marker, which I'm absolutely shocked that it took us this long to get to that point. So, fuck. Fuck you and your stupid oranges. Ah, shit. I died. But, no, I wanna... I've been slowly working on the collection for a good long while. I actually went back and, went through the Excel... Fuck! I went through the Excel sheet, and I came to learn that, fuck. I keep a certain page on the Excel sheet, which is like, how many games did Tony pick up this year, and I have on that sheet for, I think, was it 2023? It was either 23 or 22. It's like, oh, and this year alone, you picked up 328 games. I'm like, Jesus, fuck. Okay, that was probably too much. That was overkill. Holy shit. 320 something in 1 year. It's like, how the fuck did you pull that off? I don't know, man. I got lucky. I don't. Come on, right here. There we go. There we go. Yeah, Yoshi. Hello, Mario. But this year so far, I think it's only been 80. Fuck. I want to say it's either 80 or it's no, it's not 80. I think it's at around 90 now. 90 games so far. And we're only in May, but no. So I've been. I went through and did the last of the PCFX that I at least wanted. There's still maybe 2 more games I want to get out of the PCFX, 2 or 3. So that way I can technically say, okay, I got 1/3 of the actual library. But PCFX, I got 18 of the 62 games from that system. Yeah, the PCFX has a very small... I'm going to save the PCFX conversation for when we either get around to covering those games or when we do the video covering just the whole journey of fucking going through this console in general, because the PCFX is one of those things where it's like, I'm still finding it hard to believe. It's like, oh, you found it. It's like, yeah, cool. And at the same time, I'm just going, what the fuck? Oh, that was shit. I was about to say, ooh, that was a nice fucking move. I should have kept going with that. Why didn't I? But PCFX, I've been surprisingly going for a lot more Super Nintendo and PlayStation 2. I've surprisingly been going for more. It's not like one of those oh, I'm doing it on purpose. It's one of those more I'm not aware of what I'm doing. So I went to a garage sale about a couple weeks back, and this garage sale, the people that ran the garage sale, or the person that ran it, Her and her partner were game resellers. They were game flippers, and so she had just like boxes full of like just games that she had they bought used on the market. So they have like Japanese PS2 games, Japanese Wii games. They had Japanese Xbox games. They had trying to think off the top of my head what else they had. They had like DS. They had a few N64s left. They had a few N64s left, and and there was like some in television. Sorry, my brain's trying to like fucking focus and think right now. And then there was also some like PS3 games and stuff like that. But I went to this because I was like, oh, I saw some of the pictures. I found out about this through Facebook Marketplace, so I'm like, oh, I look at those photos. I'm like, oh, there's some Famicom games. I wonder what's in there. Oh, by the time I got there, it's like, oh, all the Famicom games are already picked through and gone. It's like, like I was just so upset. I'm like, yeah, okay. Like, I'm not too upset, but I was just like, damn it. Well, I lost Yoshi. Damn it. But I looked through what else they had. There was some good shit in there, that I ended up finding. I wound up getting fuck. I wound up getting fucked. No, I got Derby Stallion for the N64. I got that for a really good deal. I got it for like $10. And that one's complete in box. So that's another one I can add to the Tony got a complete in box N64 game to his collection. I wound up picking up Tales of Symphonia for the GameCube. Imported. I think I got it for like $30, which I think that was the only one where I was like, okay, maybe that was a little too high, lady. Like, well, because from what the person who was selling at this garage sale was telling me, she's like, shit. She's like, oh yeah, I based the prices off eBay listings. I'm like, okay, that sounds fair. She's like I would do it off that and then just sell it at a third of the price. I'm like, okay, that just sounds like a reasonable, deal. So most of the games I ended up getting were like $4, $8. Some were like $1. Some were $2. But that one was $30, and I'm like, holy shit, that was the most I had to spend. For like that was the most expensive one I got out of the lot. If it wasn't $30, I would have only ended up paying, I would have paid maybe $50 overall for all these games. But I went home and I, was starting to add everything into the, spreadsheet, so that way, keep track and say, okay, I got these games, I don't need this. And then I was like, okay, I should check the eBay listings on Tales of Symphonia, just because I'm curious, like, how much does the Japanese version cost? The Japanese version costs $12. So I'm thinking, okay, I think I know what she did. I think she went to the, I think she went on eBay. I think she went and just typed in Tales of Symphonia, and she didn't subconsciously think of the Japanese version. She just went for the American one. And I'm just like, wow. And I'm paying retail for that. I ended up paying more, but like, there was another game I got. I got it for the PS3. It was a collector's edition box set. I only paid like $11 for it. And I found out online, like, oh, it goes for like $76. I'm like, oh, that was actually a really good deal. Like, holy shit. But it's like, yeah. But, I got a few. One I got was really interesting. It's a Japanese exclusive PS2 game from Square Enix. And, shit. Well, I lost Yoshi. Bye, Yoshi. Breakfast. Lunch. Dinner. And, sorry, I wanted to do that. And, and I took it home, because when I bought it, I was thinking, like, oh, this must be, so-and-so. I thought this was the game called The Bouncer, which was another Square Enix game. And I was like, no, this isn't that. I'm like, okay, that's weird. So I'm just like, alright, what is, fuck. what is this? And I looked it up. It's called Heavy Metal Thunder, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And it's a fucking like rock, heavy metal rock and roll themed like fighting game. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it doesn't star like actual rock and roll celebrities fighting. I'm just putting that out there. But it's like, it's a heavy metal theme, but a robot fighting game. I thought this was the weirdest thing I'd ever come across. I'm like, holy shit. What the hell is this? I haven't played it yet. It's sitting on the shelf though, and I'm like, alright, I gotta get around to this one eventually. Because, like, what the fuck? But I ended up also getting, like, Dragon Quest VIII. I got Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, so now I got English and Japanese versions of Kingdom Hearts. What else did I end up getting? Oh, Mr. Driller Drill Land, so now I officially have the English and Japanese versions of that game. Not physically. I think the English version I have is digital because it's on Switch, but I have the Japanese disc. So, and then if it's not a gratis time, I mean, I'm going to like places like Quick Save, or I'm going to places like Video Games Exchange and just seeing what they got. Like, I just went to Video Games Exchange like a couple days back, and I just picked up Wave Race 64, which I found out I got was the Rumble Pack edition, which I didn't even realize until I looked closer at it. I'm like, oh shit, this is the Rumble Pack edition. This is the second release. Huh, interesting. Okay. Like, no thought about it. I'm just like, oh yeah, just Wave Race and whatever the Hudson game is underneath. Oh, the professional wrestling? Yeah, that might be it. Which, yeah, that is it. It was a fucking professional wrestling game from Hudson. But I picked those up because the thing is, like, I went there. I go to these shops at least once every 2 weeks just to see what, they got, anything new, anything interesting, anything, that I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I definitely want that. That was a glitch. Holy shit. I try to like look for like the weirdest, most interesting shit that I can find, and like the thing with like Video Games Exchange is like, I think I've gone through most of the shit. There's still maybe one game I want left there, but it's really, really expensive, and I'm like debating in my head, subconsciously, like, I even want to spend the money. It's like, well, technically it was on the list for a long time, Tony. Do you want this game? It's like, I don't know if I want that one. I don't know if I want to spend $160 on this one game. And then I'm thinking, like, I've done worse, man. I've done worse. I've spent worse. So it's just, it's shit like that. But like, I like going to a Quick Save over in Pittsburgh because their selection constantly fucking rotates and it switches around. And yeah, every once in a while I'll sit there and go, come on, Yoshi, yeah. And every once in a while I'll be like, oh yeah, same shit as always. But like, there'll be stuff in there that like, I'll be like, oh, I haven't seen that in a while, And I'll just be like, oh, I saw this before, but I didn't think about it, and now I want to get it. But I also follow their Facebook page, so I see the new stuff that gets put out. And sometimes there's stuff where it's like, oh, that looks pretty cool, I can't wait to get that. And then like I go and it's like, it's gone already. I'm like, shit. It's like, how many times have I been trying to look for Mario fucking Golf for the GameCube? And it's just like, oh, Mario Golf? Yep, not there. Motherfucker. I don't get upset about it though. Like, I'm just like, okay, guys, I get it. The minute you post the picture up, I'm just going, alright, I should probably be there right now, but I'm not. But I've also gotten to know a lot of these, people that run the shops, especially with Quick Save. I know Shay and I know AJ, and we literally now talk I sometimes just talk to them on first name basis, like, hey, AJ, like, what the fuck do you guys got? The last time I was there, I picked up Rurouni Kenshin, some Gundam games for the Game Boy, and Super Mario RPG for the Super Famicom. Which I was like, oh, now I officially got English and Japanese with this. Like, I think I've hit the point in my collecting, phase, my collecting, where it's just like, alright, I've gotten so much stuff, it's like, nothing's phasing me anymore. Like, I'll find something and I'll be like, oh my god, I can't believe I found this, or oh my god, I can't believe I had this in my hands. Like, Terranigma is one I just got. I ordered that off eBay. I got it for like $50, which was a really good deal, especially for a game that, like, it was, Japanese and, European exclusive, it's like, look at this, how cool is this game? And it's like, yeah, it is cool, but at the same time, it's like, I'm so freaking, amazed by this. I got now the Super Game Boy controller for the Super Famicom, that's fucking awesome. I got the NTT Data controller now. Like, as time's gone on, I realized, like, collecting has kind of become more of an interesting puzzle, I guess is the word I'm trying to find. Like, it's become more of a puzzle. Like, okay, what do I have? What do I not have? What is that I'm looking for? And, like, right now, like I've said, like, the main goal now is finish up the Did You Know gaming list of, what they were covering, and, like, can we get some of those games? Like, we could look for these ones. So, like, I'm looking at some of the pre-Pokemon, like, Game Freak games that, came out for the Super Nintendo and the Game Boy and the Famicom. So, like, I'm looking for, like, Mario. I'm looking for Shishori Burin. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but it was an RPG that came out, like, right around the time Pokemon had just dropped for the Super Famicom. So, like, I'm looking for, like, shit like that, and it's just like, it gets both easier and harder. What else am I looking for? Cowboy Bebop for the PS2. Yep, good luck with that one. Lupin the Third. They didn't cover that, but I just want to get it. That's like the other thing is like, oh, I like this anime. Does it have games? Oh, yes, it does. Okay, how much are these? Holy shit. Nope. Shit. Sometimes it's like a holy shit. Nope. And other times it's like, alright, make my deal with the devil. I just picked up, or I didn't pick up, but I just put an order down for Lupin the Third for the Super Famicom, which I've been looking for shit, has it been like 8 years? 7-8 years already? Holy shit. I've been looking for that since like maybe winter 2018. So it's been a while on that one. Trying to find it. I almost got it in a freaking auction, but I lost. And then what else did I got Skies of Arcadia I'm waiting on for the GameCube, Japanese version, of course. That one I based that decision off of just when I walked out of Video Games Exchange. I'm just like, yeah, we're just going to, like, I walked out of Video Games Exchange, I looked a little off to the side, I saw Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. I'm thinking, I know how much that goes for on the Japanese version. It goes for like $60. I'm like, what about like Tales for Arcadia? How much does that one go for? Like, consciously thinking like, I'll probably go for it, How much does that one go for? And I just went, alright, mental note. I literally was like uttering that to myself as I walked. I'm like, okay, mental note, Skies of Arcadia, what's the Japanese price going for? And where can we find a good copy of it? And so, like, fucking jumping on Baigo and like, Alright, buddy, what have you got for me? Don't disappoint. Like, oh, you can get the game for like $40 here, or you can get the, the Dreamcast version. I'm like, oh shit, there's a Dreamcast version? My friend's going, oh fuck, there's a Dreamcast version of this? I found a copy for like $33. The GameCube version, Japanese edition. Like $33 I found on Yahoo, the Yahoo sales site. And I was just like, well, I said that would probably be the best, fucking opportunity I would have to, find a copy of the game. Because if I go anywhere else, they're going to be asking like $40, $50. So I was like, alright, let's see. And like, it was still for sale. Usually the problem I have with like the actual Yahoo sale, site where they kind of treat it like an Amazon, is like sometimes you get lucky and sometimes you can find shit, but like other times you just can't. Yeah, fuck it. I'm just not bothering with this level. We've done this one before. All that's going to be different is a fucking exit change. So that's all the levels. So let's we went through everything. I think the best thing we can do now is just watch the credits. So. But I was surprised I actually found a copy of that on the Yahoo sale. Usually Yahoo sale tells me like, oh yeah, no one has a copy for sale. It's like, okay, cool. King Mario, Hester, Uplink 2000, Goat Soup.mp3, Rabbit 4240. Oh, soft. I love reading these names. Cubby Crazes. Stevie Mark. Ant Dude. Donut. Super Mario World Central. Haha, yes. Abigail. Fordish. CC Epic. A-Dog. A-Dog's in the house. The Iron Mario. Waluigi. Why you make fun of Waluigi? Why Mario Brothers? It's not silly if you don't get caught. I was rewatching that video. I was like, Jesus fuck, I forgot how funny that was. We're Wario Brothers. We borrowed $20. I'll give it back next Tuesday. And with that being said, folks, this is Tony. I am going to be signing out. I hope you enjoyed this premiere, and we'll be back for new episodes soon. Take care, everybody.